Hey, take a breath for a second. You woke up today, but somewhere inside you already knew how the day was going to feel. Not dramatic, not tragic, just empty. No excitement waiting for you. No moment you're secretly looking forward to. Just time to fill until the day is over. You move through it anyway. You answer messages. You do what's expected. But it feels like you're surviving your own life instead of living it. That's not laziness. That's not weakness. That's burnout mixed with disappointment. At first, you try to motivate yourself. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You watch videos. You read things. You promise change. And then tomorrow comes, and nothing really changes. That's when the voice shows up. The one that says, "What's wrong with me?" Let me be very clear with you. You're not broken, but you're stuck. And being stuck for too long slowly turns into depression. Not the dramatic kind, but the quiet one. The kind where you stop expecting things to get better. The kind where you don't cry much anymore because you're too tired to care. Here's where I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe uncomfortably honest. People don't take you seriously anymore. Not because you're unworthy, but because you've taught them not to. You don't stand behind your own decisions. You don't follow through. You change your mind under pressure. You tolerate things you hate just to avoid conflict. So your presence gets softer. Your words get lighter. And eventually, you become easy to ignore. That's not how respect disappears. That's how self-respect does. And once you lose that, everything else follows. Your posture changes. Your energy changes. Your standards drop. You start accepting lives you once promised yourself you'd never live. That's the real danger of depression. Not sadness, but settling. Now let's talk about responsibility. Not blame. Responsibility. At some point, pain stops being something that happens to you and becomes something you protect because it's familiar. Staying miserable becomes easier than trying and failing again. And I understand why. Trying hurts. Hope hurts when you've been disappointed enough times. But staying here hurts more, just slower. Let me pause here and say something important. If you're listening to this and wondering whether anyone actually cares, whether anyone believes you could get out of this, I need you to hear this clearly. If I needed permission to believe in you, I wouldn't be here writing this, recording this, and trying to reach you. The only reason this video exists is because my motivation is simple, that by the end of it, you feel even slightly better than when it started. Even if you don't believe in yourself right now, I haven't given up on you. Now let's keep going. You don't get out of this state by thinking your way out of it. Your mind is already tired. You get out by acting your way out. And no, not with big goals, big dreams, or dramatic transformations. You start with control. Control over your environment. Look around the space you live in. The place you wake up in every day. If it's chaotic, dirty, neglected, that's not random. It's a reflection of how disconnected you've become from yourself. Cleaning isn't about aesthetics. It's about sending your brain a message. I'm not giving up. So this is where change actually begins. Not with motivation, with order. You clean your room. You throw things away. You open a window. Then you clean yourself. A real shower. Clean clothes. No routine. These aren't small things. They are acts of resistance against the life you don't want anymore. Next comes the hardest part. Honesty. You stop lying to yourself about what's hurting you. You stop pretending certain people, habits, or routines aren't draining you. You admit where you've been passive, where you've waited too long,
where you've blamed the world instead of taking the wheel. This isn't self-attack. It's self-rescue. Here's the shift that changes everything. You stop asking, "Why is my life like this?" and start asking, "What am I allowing that keeps it this way?" That question gives you power back. Not instantly, not comfortably, but permanently. From here on, the rule is simple. You do one thing every day that a person who respects themselves would do. You say no to something that hurts you. You keep one promise to yourself. You stop negotiating with a voice that wants you to stay small. You don't need confidence. Confidence comes later. Right now, you need discipline, not as punishment, but as proof that you still care. Some people will hear this and feel attacked. They'll close the video and go back to repeating the same patterns. Others will feel uncomfortable. and recognize that discomfort as the beginning of change. Those are the people this channel is for. If you're still here, if something in this hit too close to home, then this isn't an accident. Welcome to the club. Remember this. You don't rise because life gets easier. You rise because you decide you're done repeating the same version of yourself. Rise or repeat. The choice is yours.